Hello everyone, Chief Canuck here with the announcement from today's Inside Xbox of Halo Outpost Discovery, a traveling Halo theme event that's going to be visiting 5 US cities this summer. I was privileged enough to know about this a little while back, and it's nice to see that it's out there for the world and get to see the world's reactions. So like I said, this is a traveling Halo themed event. Kind of think of it like a Renaissance fair, but with a Halo spin. If you've ever been to an MLG competition or HCS competition rather, you may have noticed that there's different elements beyond just the main stage and the pro competitions. If you've ever been to Halo Fest, there's obviously other events that go around as well. This is kind of like the amalgamation of all of those together. This is going to be having like huge 200 video game station areas. You're going to get exclusive gear. There's going to be main stage. There's going to be lore stuff. There's going to be like a Covenant escape room experience, which sounds really cool. There's also VR stuff, laser tag stuff, all Halo themed at the same time. I personally think it's going to be pretty cool. If you want to find out more information for yourself, you can visit the link down below in the description or go to HaloOutpostDiscovery.com. Tickets are already live on the website for the 5 locations this summer: Orlando, Philadelphia, Chicago, Houston, and Anaheim. Sadly, due to the distance between where I live and these 5 locations, the likelihood of me attending one of these is pretty low, but hopefully, maybe if it's popular enough and it continues, who knows where it may go next year. Maybe it'll be a little bit closer to Seattle, or maybe even go to Canada. I know there's a lot of issues in trying to find facility sizes and just dealing with international rules when you start traveling with types of stuff like this. So that's definitely a big hurdle that they will probably have to cross at some point if they were to continue and take it international. And with that, I'll leave you with the full announcement from the Inside Xbox with Kiki Wolfkill. My name's Chief Canuck, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.
All right, next, let's talk Halo. We don't have a game announcement. No, don't move yet. You stand right there. We're not letting you go yet.
I get excited.
Okay, don't talk. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. It's not a game announcement, so it's safe to step away from Reddit, soak up the news about a new live Halo event coming to a city near you.
Okay, so that is absolutely unique. A real-world traveling Halo Outpost and 343 studio head Transmedia, yes.
Yeah.
Kiki Wolfkill is here to tell us what in the world we just saw. So Kiki, give me the elevator pitch. I gotta say, well, let me just preface this. I'm the kid that was always first in line for all of these Halo events. This looks crazy, different, unique. Tell me what I need to know.
So this is kind of the pinnacle of all those events. So we really, so it's a touring fan experience. And the idea is really to take, there's so many different parts of Halo, right? There's the stories and the characters and the gameplay and the cosplayers in our community. So how do we bring all of those things together under one roof and bring it to our fans? And I think that's the difference, because we learned with the E3 HoloLens thing we did in 2015, which was super cool, and Halo Fest in 2011, our own museum at 343, even the Boomco Arena we did at Comic-Con. Like, these are all things where people came together and experienced Halo in a really different, like, physical way, and it was super inspiring. But we also recognized, you know, our fans can't always come to 343 or come to E3. Or, so really this is the idea of how do we bring those experiences and more, like, more of a sort of themed attraction experience to our fans where they are.
And you know what, you said it right, this is a unique experience. I personally have never heard of anything like this, so I'm very excited. But talk us through, more importantly, walk us through the experience if I'm a fan walking in for the first moments of the Outpost.
Yeah, and our hope is, because the thing we learned from these experiences, fans bring their family and friends, right? Like we all have things that we love that our friends and family watch us play or watch, and they don't quite get it, right? And this is a way for them to come and experience it together, right? And so the first, I would say your initial experience, and it's a 3-day weekend experience, is you come in and the first thing you do is meet Gabriella, who's our new AI for Outpost Discovery. So you'll come in and, you know, innovation is a huge part of what we do. So the technological innovation of how you experience Halo in real life is really critical for us to get right. So you come in, you meet Gabriella projected, and then you come into our Hall of History, and that really is sort of all of the artifacts and life-size figures and all of the things you've played in the games or seen in our stories, but brought to life. And so that's really the introduction for everybody, is to come through this Hall of History. There's obviously amazing photo ops. And then you go into the ring experience, which is this huge domed projection experience, kind of walking you through what it is to be on the Halo ring. And so we really wanted to create these experiences that were viscerally really exciting to physically be in, but for fans, it touches on deep lore, and for people who are new, it's just really exciting. And then the world kind of opens up and there's so many things to do.
So you talk about that deep lore, and you mentioned getting it right. And I know the attention to detail has absolutely got to be there, or else Twitter and Reddit will let you know.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah,
so I'm curious about the
finally attuned
nuance,
to,
you know, like the nuance and how your team is taking care to make sure you get this right for those who love the deep lore.
Well, we have an amazing partner in Hirsch and Live. They also own and run the Harlem Globetrotters. So their experience in putting on a show and also taking that show on the road is unique and really sort of one of a kind. And so we've partnered really closely. We have a team on our side who is focused on all of those details. And really, again, how do you hit the existing fan, and how do you hit someone new and introduce this universe to them? We have the franchise team deeply engaged. There's a narrative across the whole experience. So when you come into Halo Outpost Discovery, you're in the narrative of that experience, which is a post-Halo 3 experience. And so that narrative is part of every single thing that you do as a participant. And so we've been really deeply involved in crafting that story.
Nice. Now, you alluded to it at the beginning, after the introduction, after you're walking through the hallowed halls there. What are some of the other experiences that fans can expect?
There's a huge range. We have a huge laser tag arena. Right? Competition is kind of core to Halo. But there's also, you know, we have a competitive VR experience, the laser tag experience. We have things that are almost like rides, right? And really ways, we have a escape room experience in a Covenant environment, which is something we've never built physically before. So being able to step into a Covenant environment is completely new. And there are things like, this is something we want people to bring their families to. Halo is, you know, multi-generational. We have moms and dads who want to share Halo with their kids. And so, you know, there's a Boomco target range, there's a Mega Blocks building area. And then there's, you know, competitive play. We want people to to get a sense for what it feels like to participate in an esport. We'll have streaming on site. We'll have cosplayers everywhere. So it's really kind of taking all of the pieces of our community and making it a place where our community can come and share their love for Halo with other people. Wow.
It's funny you mentioned that family bit, because, you know, since it's a snow day in Seattle, my kid's here right now watching this happen.
Right.
But I want to know.
Your child is adorable.
Let's not gas him up. His head is big enough, right? But I want to know, what does our ideal day look like? Like, what's our walkthrough experience? How do we best experience this?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because we actually have different walkthroughs for all different types of fans to come. And, you know, the family walkthrough is sort of a mix of things that you may want to do and things you can do with your son. Like I said, the Boomco target range is it's a leaderboard, score-based experience. Is super fun. Obviously, there's food on site.
Oh, say no more.
People to chill.
We're there. Oh, so
yeah.
I'm first in line again.
For people to chill. But there's another part of it is there's this whole sort of what we call the post-exchange marketplace. And that really is sort of like a fan fest atmosphere, right? Which is we'll have booths and sponsors and people bringing their wares. And there's sort of this whole range. So, you know, the whole family actually has something that they can go do.
Nice.
Well, now for the very important details. How can people participate? Are you selling tickets? And the most important detail, I think, which
Who's second in line?
Well,
because I'm first. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm going to watch that battle
more
happen.
importantly, yeah, he'll win. It's fair. He's just bigger. But more importantly, where is the Outpost heading?
Yeah, so tickets are actually available, not surprisingly, right now.
What?
Yes.
I know, while we're up here. Great, no.
Now.
Actually,
HaloOutpostDiscovery.com. And it's 5 cities starting on July 5th, so 3-day weekends through the summer from July to September. And we'll start in Orlando, and then we go to Philadelphia. I'm going to try and get my regions right. Chicago, Houston, Anaheim. So we really wanted to go where our fans are, right? To that point of how do we bring this experience to our communities? And so we picked regions all over the country that are both big metropolitan areas, but also sort of great sort of fan bases for us.
And before you ask your last question, well, I guess I'm the last question because I'm going to jump in here.
Okay.
This is unscheduled.
So you won that battle.
I know, I did. I would be remiss as a Halo fan if I didn't ask. Even if you can't say anything, even if you can only say no, I want to know if there's anything you can tell us about the new Showtime project.
Nothing new to officially share. I mean, we're knee deep in it. Like, it's really exciting for us because, you know, these things take so much time, and we're really in the nitty gritty, and it's so much fun. So.
Well, it's highly anticipated. Thank you very much, Kiki.
For
being
here.
I mean, it sounds like, Kate, we're going to Orlando, July 5th?
Woo!
Yeah, I'm out there. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Party in Orlando.
All right.
I'm there.